Hello there. Welcome to my channel, Snips by Kelly. I'm Kelly, and tonight we're going to make a single page and we're going to talk about flipping the floral. We're going to flip the floral to some sports pages. So those of you that follow my channel know that I've been scrapbooking a little bit of Ashley. Ashley is my school to work worker who works for me several hours a week through the school program. And she gave me some of her graduation photos. She's graduating in just a couple weeks, and I've been working through them to be able to create some pages for her for graduation. Now, she gave me only a single sports photo. She is in volleyball, and I loved the outdoor background. It's so Ashley, but I actually decided to pull that photo into an app called Photo Room, remove the background, and add a little volleyball net and add a little sports background to that so that it's really vibrant and it pops. Now we're going to look at a brand new collection dropping in just 2 days on May 6th in our brand new catalog and our online exclusives. This is called Celebratory Sips. There's some background beverages, there's all kinds of summer drinks, lemonade, fruits, and it's all about the summer vibes with this one. And it's going to make such cute pages of drinks with friends or summer on the porch. But there's a few treasures here when you flip the floral. On the back of the floral, you have this great Timid tiger stripe. Timid tiger is one of our brand new in colors, and then a great black pattern. I'm also going to reach back in my stash. I have some of the flowering zinnia paper, designer series paper left. So there's a great orange in this one. And then also Friends of the Ocean had some oranges in it as well, some different orange patterns. Now I don't know how many of the patterns I'm going to use, but all the different oranges combined with the black are going to make great sports pages. So many times the treasures for the more neutral, the more masculine, the sports pages are always on the backs of those flowers. Now what I did is I just created a rectangle on the Cricut. You could do that by hand, and created a triangle out of that rectangle. So if you're doing that by hand, you can just simply go in about 1/4 or 1/2 of an inch on either side and cut up to the corners to make a triangle and then snip off the bottom. I made it so that the top part of the triangle is about 2.5 and it goes about 5.5 inches. There's actually a piece or two that's even shorter that I didn't have enough scraps, and I made way more than I need. Originally, I thought that I would make sun rays. So we've had scrapbooking workshops in the past. We had oh gosh, it was a beach collection, Cape Cod, I think it was, where Close to My Heart created the sun rays in the background. And it's a very popular layout. You'll see this a lot, but I think we'll make a partial sun ray. So now I'm just trying to decide, do I want the black on the background or do I want the Timid tiger pattern on the background? I'm going to double layer that just a little bit and gut those frames. We don't want to waste much of that paper. We'll be able to use that in our Celebratory Sips workshop or our Celebratory Sips pages. But I'm going to gut that 1 inch all the way around, and that will leave a 12 by 12 frame. And then on top of that, we'll cut the black to 11 by 11, and then we'll also cut that into a frame. And then we'll put a 10 3/4 by 10 3/4 white willow piece on top of that, and we'll build those sun rays on that. Since Ashley only gave me a single photo, we're just going to make that a feature photo and draw all those sun rays on the back. And I originally put it in a whole circle and it was a little bit overwhelming. Now I've seen layouts like that that look really, really nice, and they're just like this explosion of rays in a big circle. But what I really, really think is that I think we'll just do a partial, maybe 1/2 or 3/4. So I'm just going to pull out some of these, and I actually created some of these on the Cricut and I used Cricut pen around the outside. But if you created your rays by hand, you can actually just go around the outside with a little journaling pen, like a little black journaling pen. This would be so easy to customize to sports colors, and I am so behind on sports pages. I have so many grandkids that are in so many sports. volleyball, basketball, t-ball, golf, soccer, gymnastics. Oh my gosh, I know there's more in there even. Shooting sports. They're in everything, and I'm so behind on them because it seems like we have a tendency to lean toward florals. But I'm going to pull out some embellishments here. We're going to pull out a stamp and die set that is really unique and amazing. We're also going to pull out some ephemera. So this stamp and die set is called More Messages. And again, it's dropping with the other items on May 6th. And what's unique about this is it has a red rubber cling stamp that is one whole stamp. And then the die goes over the top and it cuts out all the sentiments at once. We're also going to take a look at some ephemera and see what we can find in here. We have labels and layers, which is this one. And I'm just pulling out anything that I think might go with this layout. Some black, some white, if there's any orange. I'm going to pull out some things and we'll have a little bit of funky fun with some layers. We're also going to look at the Something for Everyone ephemera. We're going to look at the Greetings for All ephemera is another one that we'll look at. And we're just going to pull out things that I think will go with either sports or graduation. I love to buy all the new ephemera. You usually get 2 sheets each, and most often it's 4 sheets, 2 sheets each. So there's doubles of everything, and there's just so many different colors, so many different sayings. You can use them on cards, on scrapbooks, and a lot of times I will pull those out and just grab a bit or two for certain layouts, and then I'll have more of a bank to be able to draw from. So here's this one. I'm going to pull this one out, and there's a little bit of a frame in that one. I think the orange frames might work really, really well in that one. And there's some really cool stars in that one as well that I think are going to work great. So we have brought back some of our existing ephemera, and then we also have some brand new ephemera. So you can check that out in our mix and match section, and it's really for the quick and easy options. And it works great, like I said, for both scrapbooking pages and for cards and tags. Now, I get asked a lot about my envelopes. I get those at Stamp Market. There's large ones and small ones, and they really hold my ephemera together super well, and I love them. And I also use the larger ones. I stick a magnet inside, a magnet sheet inside, and I use those for my standalone dies. Now let's go ahead and create some of these sentiments and sayings from More Messages. So I'm going to take my Memento Black ink. Now I noticed it's a little dry, so I'm going to take my Memento Black re-inker. I'm going to re-ink my pad here by going up and down and back and forth and on a diagonal. And then it'll be nice and moist. It's a little different than the regular Stampin' Up! Pads. This is a drier pad. The regular Stampin' Up! Pads, you actually run your re-inker on, and then you smooth it out with the back of a plastic spoon. But with this, you can just let that absorb into the Memento ink because it's a different kind of a pad. It's not made out of the same materials. So I'm going to ink that stamp. I'm going to take one small swoop, lay it down. I think it'll work without putting too much pressure, but I'm just making sure. And then when I lift that up, I'll have all of those sentiments on there. I'm going to put the single die on and run that through the die cutter, and I'm going to have all those sentiments. And then I can pull the sentiments out that I think are going to work for the layout and store the rest of the sentiments right with the stamp set. I love that you can cut those all at once. You know how much time it often takes to cut so many different sentiments out. You could actually create a set of cards and have all the sentiments done at once. It's kind of a neat little negative piece there too. I think that might make cute little speech bubbles or something like that. We'll have to see. I'm always kind of a scavenger for leftovers. So now I'm just kind of looking at all of those and sorting those out, and I'm going to put those with all the other ephemera that we pulled out, and then we'll sort out what we think goes with the sports or the graduation theme here. And I think this is going to come together so quickly. So essentially you can create a rectangle 2.5 by 5.5, Trim the sides down by cutting in on the bottom by a quarter or a half, depending on how wide you want your triangle, up to each respective corner, and make that sun ray pattern. Do a little journaling around those triangles. Then once you have those in place, we'll put those on like a half circle on the bottom. Add your photo, and I didn't say it yet. It's a 4x4 photo, and I put a 4 1/8 by 4 1/8 photo mat around that. Now you could also put another black around that, but I think we'll go ahead and add those two frames, ephemera frames, and then we'll just tuck in some banner pieces. We'll put this little white banner in there. We can tuck in a couple of the little pieces with the black dots on top and layer those a little bit. And I think it looks a little funny on that bottom left. So I'm going to add a couple more of those triangles, one in solid black and one in an orange pattern to help as a filler there. I do think we might need a round element. So when you have so many straight edges or rectangles, sometimes you need a round element to soften up the layout. So it says to the grad because it was a card sentiment. So I'm just going to snip 2 off of there, and we're going to say the grad, and we have so many to choose from. So I'm going to play around. We have congratulations, hooray, time to celebrate, you're absolutely the best, you did it, today's the day. There are so many bits and pieces that will work in that we could create so many more sports or graduation layouts out of this. And so many times we think with sports that we have to wait for a sports stamp or a sports die or a sports paper. So many times you can just take your team color, and so many times on the back of florals are great patterns, smaller patterns, little pinstripes, diagonals, checkers, all different kinds of patterns that are great in multi-colors of your team color, so multi-shades of your team color. I'm going to pull out a Spotlight on Nature circle die, and I'm going to make one of those in black and one of those in white, and just do a little bit of softening here. Let's soften up this corner here, and then it might look a little bit better to add a sentiment on that or a title on that. So I originally think that I'm going to go ahead with Oh Happy Day, but I sit it there for a little while and it sort of starts to bother me, and I think I need something a little more linear that comes across Ashley's photo. So I find a rounded sticker a little bit later that says you're the absolute best. And I think that works a little bit better. It's a little more pleasing to my eye just to have that horizontal piece. We've got a lot of pieces that are coming down in a little bit of a circular motion, and we have a lot of movement on the bottom with those. We have a lot of up and down. Now, if you wanted to, you could put your photo even lower if you don't like all of the pattern on the bottom because it goes pretty deep on the layout. You could also use a 4x6 photo and lengthen that out as well. I really liked Ashley up here toward the top with all the patterns and colors showing at the bottom, kind of like pow, this is a celebration, like fireworks or something like that, confetti. But if it's too much for you, use a longer, larger photo or move that photo down just a little bit. So now I'm playing with the pieces. This layout's coming together so fast and it's so easy. We're not doing a lot of stamping and dyeing except die cutting except for the more messages. And so it really is going to come together. Now, could you do more? Absolutely. You could do some inking in the background. A lot of times with sports layouts, I will do a little bit of splattering with ink in the background. I might do a little bit of inking with, say, some plastic wrapping where I'm dipping the wrapping in the ink and doing a little blotting in the background. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a couple little banners up here. So I'm going to use 2 of the patterns. We're going to use the black pattern from the Celebratory Sips and the orange pattern from the Friends of the Ocean. We've got like 1 1/4 by about 2 1/4 on the black one, and then we've got like a 1 1/4 by about 1 3/4 on the orange pattern, and then we'll see what kind of a sentiment we want to put across that. We need some wordy bits, and then we'll probably add some stars. I think I can also dig back in my stash and find a bunch of black gems. I know from my close to my heart days, I have some black dots, black stars, and I'm sure Stampin' Up! Has some of those as well. So I'm going to put some of the Punch Out Ephemera stars all the way around because, of course, sports scream stars, stars scream sports. And then we'll just kind of layer those around, add a few little wordy bits, and we're getting close. I'm getting happier. I'm almost getting happy. I think we do need the gems. I don't really feel like a layout is complete without the bling. And so we'll add a few smaller ones so that we have some multi-sizes, adds a little bit of dimension, adds a little bit of texture. And I love flipping the floral. So be open-minded. Sometimes I hear my paper crafters say, oh, florals, florals. And florals, we're suckers for florals. I will buy a floral every single time, whether I need another floral or not. But I do hear the need and the call for more masculine, for more outdoor, for more sports, for more themes like that. But flip your florals and flip your busy patterns, because the chances are on the back, it's a gold mine of patterns. I also love shopping my stash for those patterns because there's so many gems in there that go with so many different colors and themes that make your layouts work. I am happy. I hope you're happy with this quick and easy layout made primarily with leftover patterns. And I hope you are going to tune in on May 6th for the huge product drop, online exclusives, brand new annual catalog. If you don't have a catalog or a demonstrator, reach out to me and I'll get one for you. Thanks for watching. Happy scrapping, and come back soon for more on Snips by Kelly.